19 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Lakewood up 1-0, courtesy of an early goal from Malachi Davis. If you're just tuning in, I'm Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. Technical difficulties. We believe we got most of that first quarter just glitching on our end on YouTube, but it shows the full game being on. 10 seconds left to go in this opening frame. Can Lakewood get one more opportunity to score? They have the opportunity. Will they make something of it? Here comes a shot from Malinsky. Launches and saved by Peter Rose. Bowls it. Horn sounds. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter. Lakewood did an excellent job setting up some offense from the defense and found the back of the net once. It's 1-0 Lakewood here on a cold night in Parma Heights, Ohio. We'll return momentarily. Second quarter about to begin here at Hohenheim High School. Lakewood up 1-0, courtesy of a goal coming from Malachi Davis in the early stages of the first quarter. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. Hohenheim moving a little bit too slow for their liking may be the main issue of why they haven't scored yet. But they're looking to get something going well for them as Lakewood has been the dominant force of this game. Ramsey on the near side will take it up, launch it before being hit. Bobbles around to the center, and it will go to Lakewood. A substitution will be made in plenty. Anko trying to get the right stick. We'll have Ramsey check on for the time being. Bobbles around in the central area of the field. Scoops up in the air. Margoshin fighting for it. Boxing out Malachi Davis. Goes over midfield. And now here comes Hohenheim Bird on the far side. Ramsey checks out on the near side. And illegal tick being called. It goes the other way. It's been a game of mixed bag for Hohenheim. The defense has held at times, but it's been Lakewood the better team so far by far in this game. Now here comes a sprinting effort by Malinsky. Takes it up the center. Double change being made for the Rangers on the offensive. Here they come. Plays it back central. Burns goes back now to Burke. Burke steps up. Ramsey in his face, giving him 5 yards of shade. Here come the Rangers, going more central, the cut around, the move being made, and played back behind. Davis goes behind the net. Lakewood, they have set up like this many times. Can they find the back of the net for the second time this game? Here comes the cut inside. A couple hits being made against Volcanistic. Being hit a couple times. Goes in. Finally being hit for a flag to be thrown. Been hit many times, but he will still have a chance along the Rangers to set something up as Rose gets a save. Flags will fly, and the officials will give the call. So now here come the officials. After they will convene, they're going to give us the call. It should be at least one man down, maybe two. Still waiting for the call as they're still convening. The flags are still on the ground.
Peoples are playing scared. Tell them get on the fucking body.
And now here it comes. The official give the call.
White 4, indirect to the head, 1 minute. 1 minute, non-releasable. And number 4, white.
1 man down.
Number 4, white, slash, 1 minute.
Do the non-releasable first?
The first minute. Listen, stop.
So Ash will be out for a couple minutes here. Indirect under the head, non-releasable for a minute, and then it will be a slash for a minute, releasable. So he can come back on at 8:36. Or at the earliest 9:36 so they score. Now here come the Rangers trying to score. Lucas Quick gives it. The shot being taken. Rose a save, goes down low. It's on the ground. He sits on it and finally is able to corral it in. Now Rose will facilitate out. Maybe a man down, but Holy Name is going to try and still make something happen as they will be in the situation for the next couple minutes. Time is being called by Coach Feeder on the near side with 10:13 left to go in the first half. So we'll take a timeout and be back on momentarily. Lakewood still up 1-0 and Holy Name down a man.
Definitely go for that.
10-12 left to go in the first half of play. Lakewood up 1-0 via an early goal. Holy Name, we down a man as Xavier Rodriguez in the box for a minute now releasable and then an extra minute releasable after that. If you're just tuning in, I'm Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. Anko on the far side. He will take a step back and reset. Run being made by Estep towards the center.
Another minute.
Anko directing traffic. Lucas Quick will gravitate towards him along with Donnie Mahalik
The
for
first one ends at 9:36.
Lakewood. He being hit from behind a couple times. Has to flush it away, but a whistle will blow. He'll be hit from behind. They're going to point it in the opposite direction to Lakewood. Anko's being hit from behind. Had a case that has uncalled, but it will go instead of the Rangers.
All the way down in the end. Wait.
Bird checks out. Ramsey's on.
Okay, that's the first penalty down. First
First penalty down for Rodriguez. Still has to wait another minute to come back on. Lakewood gives it away to Quick. Quick bobbles it, and Quick shoves down Ramsey in front of him. And a whistle will blow. That'll be a push called as Ramsey will give the direction. Ramsey will sub out. Bird to come back in. Launched up by Estep, going to Bird, hits down. That will help Bird in the end as Peck basically hands it off to him. 9:15 to go in the first half. Bird being pushed back, bounces away, will go to Tommy Anko. Anko at the 40-yard line.
8:36.
Anko on the near side, 9 minutes left to go in the first half of play. Plays it behind the net, almost picked off. Piece gotten by Lakewood. It will roll behind on the tip, and it will stay with Holy Name.
Chris, get in!
Holy Name's getting close to having their first opportunity for a good shot. Rodriguez back on in 13 seconds.
Yes. Can he just like go on and come right back off? Hey, easy,
One being made by Phoenix Heygi. He's still looking for his first goal. 5 seconds. And now here comes the release. Xavier in for Rodriguez. He will go out of the box and wait a couple minutes to come in. East step, Holy Name looking like a methodical team, maybe even sluggish at this point in the game. Just need to get something going in the offensive. Just need a spark. Bird and Heygi, the goal scorers, along with Norris and Rzuski from last game. One needs to provide a spark. A flag will fly. The shot going wide right from Bird as he stumbles away as it goes into the back netting. And now Lakewood will be a man down. The frustration being shown by John Chambers as he jogs off along with Donnie McCulloch. Now 8:11 left to go in the first half. Holy Name now up one man. Holy Name trying to make their substitutions quick. Here comes the official call on the flag.
No, because you were coming like that. The hands got to be together. All right, so if you just go like that,
Legal check. 1 minute. Locked in.
hands together.
Legal locked in check
Non-release.
against Lakewood. Locked in for 1 minute is the call. Play will resume. Burr on the far side plays it behind the net. Around 8 minutes now to go in the first half. Goes over the header. Rodriguez his first involvement. He'll trail back along with Norris to try to get it back for the Green Wave. Ground ball going around. Rodriguez trying to be physical and box it out. Scooped away by Lakewood. It's back on the ground ball. Holy Name will keep it in their attacking half as Rodriguez does a nice job to keep it in him. Phoenix touching the low pass. Rodriguez gets it. The shot from Rodriguez is right into the chest of Mathos, and that just might be in his helmet. And finally goes down. He used his full body to make that save. Ground ball after the pass out to goalkeeper Rzuski. Foul checking in. Instead it'll be Ramsey in for Jeffrey Bird. Hits being made on the far side by Rodriguez. Flags will fly and the whistle will blow.
7-11 for 3.
So now Holy Name will make their changes. 1 minute cross check against Rodriguez. He goes back to the box. This will be his third penalty of the first half. He needs to be careful so it doesn't get tossed.
Yep, 7-11.
Both have a man down. So now here comes Lakewood to make some advances. Coach Fedor going to talk to Xavier Rodriguez in the time being. Here come the Rangers looking to make an opportunity happen for themselves in front of the net. Bigly gives away to Quick.
3, 2,
Quick
1.
cutting left, being
Release.
flushed away by Ramsey. Release for the Rangers. They are now a man up. Rodriguez still in the box. Gives to the near side to McCulloch. McCulloch goes center. Ball's on the ground loose. A nice job to free it away from Aiden Butler. Still on the loose. Still being kicked around by both teams. Margosian now in on the action. Flies up in the air again. Lakewood jumps up. Beagley comes down with the ball.
6:27.
Now here come the Rangers. The ball with Leland Walker. Not going to go too close to it. Given away by Malachi Davis. Will fly back as Lucas Quick will jog and oversee it going out of bounds. And substitutions will be made for Holy Name
6:27,
and
12 seconds.
Lakewood in the next couple of seconds. Once Rodriguez can release. But nonetheless, it's Holy Name ball. Ball played behind the rows. Whistle will blow.
Guys,
Early.
Charlie! Ritz! Please stay down!
no, I think he's going.
Ball's going to go down after being hit. It will go on the far
5,
side, being taken in
4,
by Aiden Butler.
3,
Ball will go to the
2,
ground once again.
1, release.
Here comes the release. Norris to go in. Rodriguez will go to the sideline for the time being. Ramsey also to check out for the Green Wave. On the sideline, here it goes. Holy Name Heygi. Rzuski to check in for the Green Wave. Heygi in front of that looking for goal number 1. Holy Name needs one to tie it up, and they need a spark to get the offense flowing naturally as it did in the last game. Had 12 last time out. They're going to need a lot to get to that point at this point in the game. They're going to need one right now. Ball going to sit behind the net. Now less than 6 to go in the first half of play.
Shoulder it.
Only taking their time behind the net. Heygi being hit, goes around the shot, goes down low and to the side. He goes to the ground. Lakewood gets to stop. It's in the goalkeeper's head as Mathos is running for his life behind the net, looking to get rid of it. Has Anko in front of him. He's hit to the ground. Anko lays the hit stick down, and the Rangers will keep it nonetheless. Constantine picks it up, launches it, and now Mathos can finally get back to his net. Another hit being made by Aiden the Jackrabbit Butler on the far side. Now here come the Rangers sprinting up quickly. Holy Name being caught lacking on defense, and a nice job at Butler once again on the defense to trail back and get rid of the dangers. It's passed back to Peter Rose. What a display being made by Aiden Butler who rolls out of bounds. Ramsey to check in. Bird will check out. Axel stay on the sidelines. Here comes Casey. Step. You hear the instructions being given on the near side by Holy Name's coaches, just trying to get the call right. Walensky to take it up for the Rangers. If both teams are even for the time being with 5 to go in the half. Walensky being flushed away by Butler, who frees it away, but it still stays, and Walensky does an excellent job to keep his poise. He's being hit from all angles by the Namers. It goes to Quick. Quick thought about launching it. Instead, will stay. Goes high. Rose gets the piece, but he'll be out of his net with Fegley behind him. Rose goes to the ground. He has to trail to get in the net, and a whistle will blow.
Does he know that? Does he know that?
The whistle will blow, and here comes Rodriguez. Now here come the teams making both substitutions, a lot of them. 3 or 4 combined, followed by Razuski, gives Lakewood a gift wrap chance to score. Here comes Fegley, launches it to no man's land. And goes out of bounds. Was even the vicinity for that throw. I don't know what he was thinking. Lakewood had a chance to make some numbers go forward. Instead, they chuck it out of bounds. Now here comes Rodriguez on the near flag with 4:20 to go in the half. Rodriguez already on 3 penalties. 5 will see his day end. Farrell takes it up for the Green Wave. His first real touches go to Razuski. He tips it away, but the Ranger defense holds up once again. Now here come the deep poles doing their job. Severino being hit, being flipped on the far side by Farrell. No flags flying, goes over the halfway line. That's going to be no man's land, flies back up, and going to bounce out of bounds and stay with the Rangers. Williams coach is not very happy with the call going to Lakewood. That seems to be the sentiment of this whole game, as they feel Lakewood has gotten the majority of the calls that they shouldn't have gotten. Double change being made for the Rangers as they set up once again on offense. 4 minutes left to go in the first half. Ground ball will stay with the Rangers as Davis, the goal scorer, thought about it. Will set up once again for the Rangers and we'll play it back. Goes Central. A gift wrap opportunity to score. Hits off of a Ranger as Burke hits it. And it goes the other end. Now Rose will be told to clear the ball quickly. Now the whistle will blow. It will stay with the deep pole as Margosian launches it up. Bird in no man's land, bobbling for it, hits off his right foot. Razuski going for it, easily goes to Fegley on the ground balls. He's still fighting for it, makes a hockey move back and will scoop it up. 3:20 to go in regulation in the first half. Peck checks out, goes back to Davis, the goal scorer. Davis plays it on back. Banger bobbles it and will take it back behind the 35. Touch and go, hands it off. Burns gets help on that far flank. Going a quarter and a couple minutes without any kind of scoring as Davis opened it with 7 minutes up to go in the first quarter. Since then, nothing. Moving in by Davis, trying to find another. Fegley behind the net takes it, will evade Razuski, scoops, shot, and goes across the face of goal, and goes the opposite direction. And now whistle will blow, so Fegley will be down for the Rangers. With 2:46 left to go, here comes Holy Name's trainer to attend to him. We'll take a break, be back on in a minute, as Lakewood still leads 1-0. 2:42 left to go in the first half of play. Still 1-0 courtesy of a goal from Malky Davis in favor of the Rangers. Bird takes it over the midfield line on a high pass from Rose. He spins right. Hohenheim's offense looking for some kind of spark to get themselves going. Scored 12 last time. Still a goose egg in the column to date. Farrell plays it high to Rodriguez. Rodriguez needs to be careful. 2 more minutes in the box and he's done. Rodriguez goes in front of goal. The shot bounces well in front of the goal and skies it. Anko trying to go for it, doesn't get it, but he'll still stay with Hohenheim. Did a nice shot to realize it's tipped off of Lakewood. Anko resets behind the net, calls Xavier Rodriguez over. He will take it. Rodriguez still looking for his first contributions of the game. Had 6 last game. 2 minutes now to go in the first half. Rodriguez cuts inside, being hit, bobbles it away. The defense of the Rangers holds up once again in a flip over Bird. That will then send someone to the ground on a hit stick and a half. The ball will stay with Hohenheim. What a hit being laid by the defensive lineman. Low shot from Anko, skies off of the knee of Stimick, and the whistle will finally blow. But Jeffrey Bird laid a Ray Lewis-esque hit on a Ranger who was not expecting it. That's the heat check of basketball equivalent in lacrosse. It's like seeing Brock Booza back. Here comes Anko looking for help, finds it in a no man's land, tips off of a Ranger. It will stay. So now a minute and a half left to play in the first half. Clock says 0 on our end.
Hey, you're still open, Dark.
93 seconds to play.
Go get it.
Bouncing around, Rodriguez trying to box out, hits off of a Ranger. Peck sends it forward. Rodriguez trails back to the 45 and takes it up on the far flank. Pick being set by Bird. He works off it, takes it in, spins right, loses it, but scoops it right back up. He needs to be able to keep care of the ball. Bird, pick being set nicely by Farrell. And it'll be a screen violation against Farrell. It goes the other way. Ramsey to check in for the Green Wave, but Farrell checks out on a sprint with 1:08 to go. The Rangers looking for another one. But Hohenheim might have another opportunity gifted to them. Heygi gets it. Rzuski, he is slammed to the ground. He will roll for it and kid up again. Goes to the ground a second time. Scoops it away. Flag will fly. It'll go against the Rangers. A couple big hits. Bird had one a minute ago, and the Rangers had to get one of their own. It'll go against Severino. Lakewood will be down a man until the 24-second mark on the clock in the first half. Did a nice job to keep the lead this long. Can Hohenheim finally equalize with 54 on the clock?
1-5 in the box. 15. Not here, 15.
Hohenheim is up a man. Lakewood down.
54.
They've had a couple opportunities to
Under a minute.
and
Under
haven't
a
been
minute.
able to make something happen.
Under
In a
one.
game that has been riddled with penalties, can Hohenheim finally find the back of the net? Norris goes central to Rodriguez, who's had a rough day at the office so far. Rodriguez to Bird, slings it and bobbles off of Bird on the far pass, but he will retrieve it on the far corner of the end zone. Runs being made. Heygi has Rodriguez cut to his right. To the left, it's Norris. Norris launches low, and it goes wide. The net hits the back netting, but Hohenheim will keep it 10 seconds until Severino can check back in. Bird will take it up, whistle blows, and now the countdown continues. One last shot before Severino checks back in, and it's back to even. Goes back to E-step. The countdown goes. He is back in the game. Rodriguez looking for help and running quick. Goes over Bird's head. The pressure gets to Hohenheim as Lakewood will take it back, and it looks like they'll go into the half up by 1. One last opportunity for the Rangers. Ramsey to check in for Andrew Norris. And now here come the Rangers, just trying to get it out of their own defensive half for the time being. Heygi gets a hit, so does Anko. Evading it well is McCulloch. Launching it upfield to the near side goes to Stimick. He evades. Rodriguez ground ball goes to the other end in no man's land. Time running out. Rodriguez will have to launch it. Will not be able to. Ground ball. The horn will sound, and that will take us into the halftime break. No goals since the 7-minute mark of the first quarter, where a nice goal worked for the team of the Rangers, led to Malky Davis finding the back of the net. But since then, it's been nothing. A defensive battle for both teams with plenty of physicality. We'll take a 10-minute timeout and be back on in a little bit to bring you the second half of this tight OHSAA clash. Back on for the halftime break at 6000's Queens Highway. However, it is the visiting team, the Lakewood Rangers, who are enjoying this game more than the Holy Name Green Wave as they lead 1-0 courtesy of a goal from Malachi Davis early on in the first quarter. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. Rodriguez, he'll need to play careful this quarter and the next. 3 minutes of penalties so far. If you get up to 5, he will be done. Holy Name's offense looking a shell of what they did last game. They need to pick up the pace. Usually we tell the offense to slow things down. It's quite the opposite for this green and white team who works well on the fly opposed to being more sedentary as they have been for the majority of this game. Anko cutting right, cuts left, spins right once again, putting on the moves, plays it across to Rodriguez who jumps high, can't get it, but enough contact to get Heygi an opportunity to scoop it up. But a nice bit of work by Malinsky to get a piece of it, and it will go down on the far end. Now here come the Rangers with an attack as Anko will limp on off. Ramsey's back in. And a nice bit of work by Rodriguez to free it on the back. Kid needs to be careful, but a bit of physicality being shown in a smart way from Xavier. Maybe the first bit of good physical ability he's shown today. Cuts inside the shot, and a nice save being made by the goalkeeper Mathos. He hasn't been called upon much today, but at a big time comes up clutch for the Rangers and keeps it 1-0. That might be play of the game so far for Lakewood. That is a huge save. And now here come the Rangers on the other end. Can the save from Mathos turn into something positive? Flag flies. They need to make sure it's not on Rodriguez, and it looks like it might be. That might be detrimental even more than it was in the first place. It'll be a slash against Rodriguez, his 4th minute in the box. One more minute, and he is done for the day.
Can I not touch them, coach?
So now here come the Rangers, man up, point in, man down.
You broke the plane of your back. You pulled all the way back. It's a penalty every
Now here come the Rangers trying to get something they can do. A bit of work with Rodriguez off the field. The shot being taken and is dispelled well by Peter Rose, who jumps at it like a cat and takes it down and keeps holding him only
9:44.
down by 1. Rodriguez can release at 9:44. I believe Anko will be going in for him. Margosian being caught out by 2 Rangers. He'll just rely on his goalkeeper. And Rose the heave-ho down. A high pass. Rzuski goes for it. It's going to bounce down into the corner. Can he keep it in play? And it looks like he can in the far corner. The heave-ho Hail Mary. Unfortunately, goes to the Rangers, but a nice attempt from Rose to get something going. Down the sideline, tiptoeing goes Burns, sprints, loses it for a moment. He bounces around for it. Anko, the pressure.
5,
Can't get it.
4, 3, 2, 1, release.
And the shot and the goal for the Rangers. Right as the time in the box ends, a flag will fly, the goal will stand, and Holy Name will have it on in the box. An injury, couldn't see who got on the end of the goal, but nonetheless, the Rangers a shock. Just as the time in the box ends, they find the back of the net, but 9:43 on the clock. Looks like a timeout. Lakewood looking dangerous.
Go to the wing.
Cross check to the head, 2 minutes, locked in. The additional for taunting on sportsmanlike conduct. 1 man locked in.
3 locked in.
What did you do?
So now Leyland Walker in the box as we're just coming back here. Goal goes to David Burns. Taunt given. 3 minutes in the box for Leyland, and now he's down to his final 2 minutes that he can have in the penalty box. It'll be 2-0, and we're going to avoid a face-off. It's going to stay with the Rangers, it appears. Things are breaking down for Holy Name in front of our eyes. Lakewood, another goal might be enough to close the game out with still over 20 minutes to go. Quick will bobble it. Plays it at the end. It's a man down for Holy Name for the next 3 minutes. Quick launches from distance, and a save by Peter Rose avoids any more danger. There are 3 things that are guaranteed in life: death, taxes, and Peter Rose being a brick wall. And a heave-ho Hail Mary goes down the field, bobbles around. Heygi going for it, can't get it. Bounces around, Norris going for it. And now it goes back to Constantine of the Rangers. Plays to the center, here they come. Malinsky being hit by Aiden Butler, who's done an excellent job today, applying pressure, and the ball being free by him as well again. It will roll around. And now a man gets flown into the air. It goes the other way. Lakewood not happy with it, but Butler once again puts on a defensive clinic. It only took him an extra game to find his footing, but Aiden Butler is playing like a star today for the Green Wave. And again, there haven't been many positives. And it goes back to Constantine. The deep pull flies past Rodriguez. Rodriguez, one more time in the box, his night is over. Pressure being applied to McCulloch from the Green Wave. McCulloch cuts left. Pick being set. He is hit again by Ramsey. Applying the pressure is the Green Wave. It goes behind the net now to Fagley. Fagley plays it back central. It goes to Lucas Quick. Quick steps up, launches, instead fakes it. Gives to the corner. Now the shot will go wide. Rose closes on the corner, and Volkancic couldn't adjust.
Almost 2 minutes.
Davis will take it up. Davis plays it back up. McCulloch. Center it goes to Fagley. Fagley to Quick. Quick to the corner to no man's land as it goes into the soccer goal. And Holy Name has an attack now as they can work off with 8:13 on the clock. Estep will check in for Ramsey. Substitution being made as well for the Rangers. It flips right over David Burns, who checked out after scoring the goal after the heavy hit. He will stay in the game. And now it goes to the Rangers. Ramsey checks in. Holy Name trying to adjust on the fly to the Rangers. Fast speed of play. Here comes David Burns for the Rangers.
Phoenix, go! Phoenix, go! Go!
Now here comes Heygi back into the field of play. Fagley, Coach Fedor wanting a call. Flag will fly. Hit being applied by Heygi. Goes back quick. It appears the flag will be against Holy Name play. No man's land. A shot will bounce on the top of the crossbar. No good. Lakewood almost found 3, but denied by the top orange. Holy Name still needs to play the defense. The job isn't done yet. Rose was beat. His best friend right now, the crossbar, bail him out. Ball rolls around. We continue to play this Lakewood attack. Extended ground ball. Box out attempt by the Ranger on the far side. Davis scooping for it along. Quick in the action. Whistles finally blow.
Here we go. Man up still. Man up still.
You man up still, and here comes the call.
11.
When's he out?
30 seconds.
When's he out?
6:43.
It'll be against Phoenix Heygi, and he'll be out for some time as well. The 2-man-up opportunity for the Rangers. If they want to put the game to bed right now, they have a very good opportunity to do so. Butler stretches the sidelines as well. And in comes a new face for the Green Wave on the afternoon as Barrett Dorsey will go in.
White 5. Push for possession. 30 seconds.
And Butler's in the box for 30 seconds as well. So it's 3 men up. Margosian coming off.
5 push.
So Bird will now go in. 3 men up Lakewood. Can they score quick? Shot without the ball in his stick. That could be detrimental for the chance to score. 3 men up. The Rangers trying to reset. Here they come on the corner end. Volkancic sprinting down. Finds the center. Some pressure being applied. And an excellent bit of work in the center by Tomianko to fly it up. He is a deep pull in an attacker's body.
5, 4, 3.
Rodriguez gets a hit on it and will roll around.
Release.
Butler releases. He's back in. It's 2 men down.
Leland,
Leland needs to stay in.
Release. Release. Everybody's out. Everybody's out.
Now everyone's out of the box for the
Everyone's
Green
out.
Wave. It's full. It's full for the Green Wave. Here they come. Timeout being called.
Timeout, White.
A lot to regroup. 6:32 on the clock. We'll step aside. Be back on in a minute. 6:32 left to go in the third quarter. 2-0 lead in favor of the Rangers. David Burns along with Malachi Davis have scored the goals for them. If you're just tuning in, I'm Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. Penalty trouble for Holy Name has been the story of the game. Rodriguez, who has the ball on the far side. 4 minutes of penalties, one more, and he's done. Leland Walker, one of the deep holes, has 3 minutes. 2 minutes, and he's done. Rodriguez coughs it up. Bagner gets it and will take up the center. Bird will get a hit along with Eastep, not enough to free it away. Here come the Rangers, still on the attack. Volkansek plays it back to Banger. Substitutions on the fly incoming for the Rangers. Now around 6 minutes to go in the quarter. Banger, the shot being taken by Volkansek is saved away by Rose. Rose takes behind the net, just trying to get rid of it, directing traffic, plays it across to Margosian. Margosian can't get it. He needs to try to keep it in play. He says it's out, whistle blows, and it'll be out of bounds. Charlie just couldn't keep it in.
Here we go.
So Lakewood can set up in the corner of the end zone and play it out from there, looking for goal number 3 on the game. Already have won this half. Another one might be the dagger. Banger goes central to Malinsky. Malinsky will play it back, stand around the 30-yard line, plays cross field. Banger. Now it goes to the corner, a cut move inside by Volkansek, cuts back on Margosian, who overcommits. It plays it back, bobbled by Banger, being met by Eastep. The linebacker flies in, but not enough. The Rangers lasso it back and reset on the far side near the fans. Davis cuts in, cuts again, the shot and the goal! What a bit of work on the far side for Malachi Davis, sidestepping through danger, a little bit of do-si-do, and finds the back of the net and makes it now a 3-0 Ranger advantage. That is a goal of beauty, just as his first was, and now Holy Name is officially gassed. And a flag will fly.
Goal's good. After the goal, foul on blue, 8. Unsportsmanlike conduct, 1 minute, locked in.
The unsportsmanlike against Burns, who I believe helped in on the goal. I believe it will go to Malachi Davis.
Let's go. Don, far side. How long is he in?
Yeah, 5.
30 or a minute?
So the goal was good for
1
Malachi
minute
Davis.
locked.
1 minute locked for Burns. Maybe he had the assist. It looked like an assist as he just kind of slid through. But nonetheless, here come the Green Wave. It's 3-0 Lakewood. They need a goal. They need a spark. You still have plenty of time if you can score in the next, 2 minutes.
Sticks up.
Here's a chance for them to do so. Working it around
Let's go.
on the far side of Donko. Goes back to X. X still looking for his first good impact on the game. Eastep gives it back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez takes it far side. Goes back behind Bird. Bird trailing for it. The pass will be kept in bounds by Bird, but right there to get it for the Rangers is Constantine. And here he comes down the near side. Eastep to lay the hit. Eastep lays the hit and is sent to the ground by Tanner Constantine. He keeps his poise and sends the linebacker packing to the ground. Here comes Ramsey on the near side now for the Green Wave. Launches it up. Goes well to Heygi. Heygi bobbles it, loses it to a Ranger, and it goes back to Mathos, who finally scoops it up.
5, 4, 3.
Here comes the release of Burns.
1, release.
Lakewood back full, overcommit by Rzuski, flies it back up, so that will help for the time being, but Lakewood can now set up, and here's a chance for them to do something once again. McCulloch spinning out of a hit from Ramsey, and Bird alike down to the left side. Ramsey to his right. Ramsey hits him, but out the pole, hits again, going for the ball, plays it behind. 3:40 to go-ish in the quarter. Directing traffic is David Burns. Burns goes central, goes from the left to the right, now to the fan side.
I had no idea Mike wasn't coming. Good luck in the banquet.
Goes to the corner. Malachi Davis, who's on a double so far tonight. Plays it to the quarter. Goes to Volkansek, who's being hit away by Margosian. Plays it back. A run being made in by McCulloch. Goes to the central. McCulloch spins out of it and goes to the turf. Burns, who just checked back in, has a goal to his name already. Plays it away. The Rangers have done an excellent job drilling clock and finding good shots that have been able to find the back of the net. Volkansek spinning around, dancing, just as Davis did. A possession gone to go. And it goes to Davis again on the far side. Plays it behind the net. The Rangers setting up for a shot. Here's a chance. And it blocks off of a defender. Rzuski got a piece. Now the Rangers reset once again for their third opportunity on this possession. Flushes it back. Volkansek goes central. An opportunity now for McCulloch. And it's scooped up by Peter Rose. Gets low like a catcher and blocked it down. Now he facilitates from the back to Norris. Norris bobbles it, plays behind the back, loses it, still on the ground, and the Rangers will keep it in play. A nice bit of work on the near side level Kansas to keep his composure and not have it go over the black line. Nice ball inside and blasted away by Peter Ruse. Another save on a shot from Fagley.
Blink, 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 blink. Don, let's go. Don, you can take one. Donnie, let's go. Let's go, Chambers.
And now double change, Norris along with Ramsey.
So my buddy got the job.
Here comes E-Step along with Farrell for the Green Wave. 2:28 on the clock. Home Name's coaches making adjustments quickly on the near sidelines, trying to get their team back into the game. Whistle blows, Bird launches up over the head of Farrell, and it goes the opposite direction. 2:23 on the clock in Q3.
Here we go. Peters, you good? Let's go. Go.
Now here come the Rangers once again. 2:20 on the clock as Mafu Kamiri checks in, spinning inside the Rangers. Nice hit from Walker and Bird to get it away and keep it. And there's a headshot being called against the Rangers. So Bird will have a free offensive possession along the Green Wave if he can get it out of his own half. He has a swarm of Rangers, launches it up. It will bounce around. Peace gotten. Here come the Green Wave. Still E-Step fighting for it along with Heygi, and a whistle blows. It'll be a slash against the Rangers and Malky Davis.
1 minute.
1 minute slash against Malky Davis.
Patrick, you're off.
So Davis is out for a minute. He'll come back in at 54 seconds left to go in the quarter. 3-0 lead currently for the Rangers. Whistle blows. Holy Name on that far corner will set up. E-Step goes central to Rodriguez. Rodriguez to the far side to Anko. Goes behind the net. Can Holy Name find their opener? Rodriguez launches and goes wide of the net, trying to beat Mathos, but could not do so once again. Whistle continues. Holy Name has another chance to set up with a $1:40 now to go. Can Holy Name find the opener once again? Another opportunity to do so. Survey says same thing happens. Goes across the face of the goal, and Holy Name will set up again, just this time on the far side with a $1:29 on the clock. E-Step goes central to Rodriguez. Rodriguez to the far side. Norris goes to the right, flushes it back to Rodriguez, who's there to aid him. Rodriguez, the shot, and another save made by Mathos, who has been a brick wall in between the orange posts for the Rangers. It is a big reason why it's currently a clean sheet, 3-0 lead. Heygi loses it once again on the ground. E-Step fighting for it. E-Step, the closest man to get it, tries to keep it in play. He does, scoops it back into no man's land for Andrew Norris to be in the right place, right time. What a play by Casey E-Step to keep the offensive possession alive. Rodriguez the shot. Rodriguez the goal. Casey E-Step the hustle. Norris the right place, the right time. And Rodriguez finally gets what he deserves. A goal. It is game on at 6000 Squeeze Highway. It's 3-1.
Hey, who passed it to him?
What a job. Casey E-Step in front of us. That is one heck of a hustle play. That is one heck of a hustle play, Casey. Without that play, that was not possible.
Who passed it to him?
And here Andrew Norris
16.
giving him his flowers as well. Rodriguez the goal, but set up by Andrew Norris and Casey E-Step. Two newcomers to the team. They're still giving their heart. They're still giving their all. It is not over. Holy Name, they fight till the end. It is a 2-goal game. Momentum, Holy Name. Face-off is just staying on the ground. Anko fighting for it. And it goes in Holy Name's direction. Can this be the start of the changing of the guard? Anko limps off. Here comes E-Step once again. Far side, here's Jeffrey Bird spinning right. Checking in is now Farrell. Rodriguez, who has the goal, plays it in to an open man in front of the goal. It'll be Rzuski, but fouled it. Mathos goes, picked off by Bird, bobbles it down. It will roll on the ground. 20 seconds left to go in the half. The quarter, correction. Bird fighting for it, trying to box out, scoops it away, back. Ball should be rolling on the ground. Bird
15.
fighting for it, now it goes central. Bobbles around, Holy Name fighting for the ball back quick, plays it up. Farrell
10.
can't get a piece. Whistle will blow. 9 seconds to set up an offensive possession for Holy Name. They need a quick shot. You have a couple passes. You realistically have one. Farrell takes it up. 5 seconds. You need to find someone. Farrell passes it. There's not going to be enough time for a shot. The horn will sound, and that will take us to the end of the third quarter. Holy Name finds one courtesy of Xavier Rodriguez, but Lakewood finds two. It is a 3-1 Ranger lead. 12 minutes left to go in regulation. We'll step aside and back on in a minute.
Six.
I don't know what the symbol is. Equipment, improper equipment, 1 minute non-release.
1 minute non-release.
So there you go as we go back to Holy Name High School for the fourth quarter. 1 minute non-releasable for illegal equipment from the Rangers. So Holy Name will have a man-up opportunity to get the quarter underway. Rodriguez had plenty of penalties so far this game, but makes up for it with a goal to get the Spirits back going, but that was not going to happen without a hustle play by Casey Eastep and Andrew Norris being in the right place at the right time. It was a perfect team goal from those three gentlemen. But Holy Name, they still need a spark. They're back onto the left side shooting on that one. We're going to need to see three go in the back of the net without any response to see this game be a green and white victory. Right now it's Lakewood's game to lose, but Holy Name has the advantage. You're seeing a 9 mix on the call for you this evening. Next week we'll have one game as of right now, and it'll be Holy Name at Westlake Baseball. I believe it'll be on Thursday. Don't quote me on that one. It'll be Wednesday or Thursday away in Westlake's new turf field. A beautiful facility. Can't wait to check it out. Wednesday or Thursday. Bird on the far side plays it behind the net. Holy Name a man up for just tuning in for the next minute. Plays it back to Norris. Norris goes back to Anko. Nice run being made by Phoenix Heygi! And a goal for the Green Wave! Do you believe in miracles? There might be one brewing here at Holy Name tonight. Heygi finds the back of the net. We're back to a one-goal game.
Hey, who scored?
Phoenix Heygi finds the back of the net for the Green Wave. He's been to goal number 5 of the season, and it's game on. Wow, what a start for this quarter. Mr. Anko, how are we feeling?
A little bit better. A little bit better.
A little bit better indeed. It's a one-goal game, 2-1 answer in the last 3 minutes.
Exactly 11 minutes.
Still 41 seconds of being a man up. Can the Ghosts find another? Whistle blows. Holy Name fighting for you here. Lakewood saying you got to get there. Still on the ground. It's still there, and Holy Name will scoop it up. Potentially, it's still on the ground. Fighting for it, Anko. Anko shot from behind. No flag will fly. The whistle will blow.
Don, you got to get in. Don, you got to get in.
11:27. It should be against Lakewood, clearly. I could even see the flag being flown, but they're not going to.
Push.
Ramsey, along with Anko, coming out on the push. Can Holy Name find the third? Can they find the equalizer? Phoenix Heygi, who has a goal, will stand in front of the net. 10 seconds until Lakewood gets Volcansett back into the game. East step in front of the goal.
5, 4.
Run being made
3,
behind the net by Phoenix
2,
Heygi, who has the ball.
1, release.
Heygi to Bird. Pulling in, getting loud. Bird loses it. A nice bit of defense being played by the Rangers. Severino frees it. Fouls in front of net. It's still on the ground. Hohenheim will keep possession. Rodriguez gets it. Flag will fly. Whistle blows. It'd be a slash against Heygi. 1 minute slash against Phoenix Heygi. That will kill momentum for a couple minutes here. He'll be back on with 9:40 left to go in regulation.
Additional penalty on white 11. None of this would happen if you put 2 hands on your stick for the ground ball.
It's going to be 30 seconds and a 1 minute. So now that puts him back in at 10:18. I believe one of them might be non-releasable.
Neither non-releasable will be 9:18.
Neither will be neither are non-releasable. He'll be back on it
1 minute
at 9:18.
Hey, minute and a half. Minute and a half.
So Hohenheim will be a man down for a minute and a half. Can the defense hold up? Down by 1. Quick to the far side. Fagley waiting for it. He will get it. Quick moves to make sure he has a clear look at it. Butler shading him from a little bit back. Quick will bobble it. Quick plays it back to the center. It goes to Fagley. Fagley looking for some help. Plays it back to Quick. Quick launches. A wide shot launch, but it will stay with the Rangers on the near side. 10:24 left to go in regulation. Here comes Davis looking for his hat trick on the afternoon. Has 2 so far. McCulloch goes central to Fagley. To the far side to Quick. Quick goes central. Thought about it. Whistle will blow. Hold goes the other way. Hohenheim gets back possession and gets a break. Butler picks it up. Whistle goes. Here comes the Jackrabbit. Bobbles it down. Quick trying to scoop it up. Flying down. That could have been a slash the way he went down, but did it just clean enough. Goes over the halfway line. Hohenheim fighting for it. Ramsey on the deck. Here comes Rodriguez. Ramsey to check out. Rodriguez running. Rodriguez still has it. Rodriguez bobbles it. Gets it away. A nice bit of defense being played by the Rangers. Hit incoming from Rzuski. Goes up to Quick. Anko limps up. Here comes Bird trying to hit against Quick. Quick outpaces him. Here come the Rangers once again on the offensive. Goes back to Quick on the pass on the far side from Volkanczyk. Central Fagley. Flag flies. They'll go against Hohenheim. Here's a chance, a shot. A nice save by Peter Rose. It goes right back to McCulloch. Another chance. Another save by Peter Rose. The brick wall holds up once again.
Butler.
Peter Rose is keeping Hohenheim in this game.
9:18.
Once again, the penalties will kill Hohenheim. Bird comes off along Butler.
30?
Heygi releases in a couple of seconds. But what a save by Peter Rose on 2 shots.
4.
Here comes a chance on net. And another nice save by Rose. He gets low and gets another save. He has had 3 in the last 10 seconds. Goes up to Heygi. Heygi bobbles it right in front of him. He sees it. He gets it. Here he comes. Heygi hit the head. There goes the flag. They're calling for Rodriguez to tie it. No good. A save by Mathos in net. The whistle will blow. So Hohenheim will have a man-up opportunity.
Let's go. Dom, Blinky.
Now we'll go even.
Slash 1 minute.
So once Birds is done, Hohenheim will be a man-up. For now, it's even.
6 seconds.
6 seconds till Hohenheim's man-up. So they're essentially man-up as of right now.
You're going to release his penalty.
Norris will check in for Bird when the penalty releases in 6 seconds. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. 9:01 on the clock. It's even for 6 seconds till Bird's penalty is over. And
5,
Norris back in the game.
4, 3, 2, 1, release.
And truly, Heygi will wait.
Man down.
And now, man down is Lakewood.
8:01.
Can Hohenheim find the equalizer? Heygi plays it back to Anko. Anko plays it back to Norris. Norris central to Rodriguez. Rodriguez has 1 so far today. Still the 4 minutes of penalties. Goes to the far side. East up to Rodriguez. Rodriguez goes. The low shot. Anko. A nice save by Mathos. Keeps the game in favor of the Rangers. And it stays with the green wave. These goalkeepers are going blow for blow in net, making excellent saves. They are both earning their rest after tonight's game. Get him some canes or something. Rodriguez! It's blocked away by the Rangers. An excellent bit of work by the deep Paul Malinsky. On the ground it goes. Once again, rolling around East. Will trail back and get it. At 8:01, the Rangers will go back to even. E-step goes central, almost picked off, bobbles away, and the Rangers will get it back. Banger gets it on the ground, ground ball kicked to midfield. They're just trying to keep it ahead, and it rolls behind. Fagley going for it, goes back over the midway line for the Green Wave in favor of them. Norris to go down for it, almost slashes, avoids any penalty, still on the ground, scooped up by the Rangers, and the whistle blows. Timeout Rangers with 7:50 to go in regulation. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We will have a dicey finish tonight. That's a close one. 3-2 Ranger lead. $7:50 left to go in regulation tonight in this quote-unquote conference game. It's not a conference game. It is just a GLC game. Conferences are weird for lacrosse. Let's not get into logistics. But let's get into what has been a great game so far. 3-2, Lakewood 3 unanswered, and then Hohenheim 2 unanswered now on the bounce. It is now a 3-2 game as Lakewood looking for their fourth. McCulloch plays it central. Fagley going for it. Eastern boxing out, gets it. Ball loose in the air. McCulloch going for it, bounce it back quick there for the Rangers. A slash in coming from Rzuski, goes down to the ground, and it goes back to Burns. Burns switches back. Here we go, once again for the Rangers. McCulloch looking for the Rangers fourth. Can he find it? Spins left against Anko, who's there to greet him. Things are trying to settle a little bit for the Rangers, just trying to methodically set something up, and now here goes the aggressive shot, and Rose saves it once again. Does an excellent job to turn the stick around. Here come the Green Wave, the heave-ho up, it goes, and Rodriguez gets up and gets it. Can this turn into a goal? Heygi, the 2 stars, Phoenix Heygi, bang! It's a tie game at O&M High School. Can you believe it? Phoenix Heygi on the double in a game that seemed to be lost. O&M has tied it. They have pulled something out of nowhere. It is a miracle. The Ghosts have another one in their ranks. The job is not done yet with 6:51 left to go in regulation, but it is now a tie game and all momentum in favor of the green and white. I cannot believe what is going on. Miracles are happening. Advantage Hohenheim with 6:51 on the clock. Now here we go. Next goal might win it. The Rangers take it the wrong way. It goes in Hohenheim's half. Anko fighting for it. Whistle blows. It'll be Lakewood ball. Hohenheim left early. Anko limping off for Bird. For destiny and Hohenheim 3 unanswered. 2 from Phoenix Heygi, the star man, and 1 from Xavier Rodriguez. There's still a lot of lacrosse to go. 6:35 on the clock. Quick, go central. Plays it back to the far side. Blinsky. There it goes. Goes the other way to Hohenheim. They get it back on a penalty. Fedor yelling for Hohenheim to take it. Ramsey to check off. Here comes Burr sprinting. He needs to regather the ball. He is running to the end line to get it. He misses it, scoops it, keeps it in play. Being hit by Quick, and Quick checks him out of bounds, and there is a flag. A needless flag from Lakewood that will have Hohenheim be a man up, and a second one, unless it was a taunt, then Hohenheim still might have a chance to be a man up, but we don't know what the second flag was. This is going to be a big call for this officiating crew, who for the most part has gotten it right today. What is the call? We know once he'd be on Quick for unnecessary roughness or a taunt or something. Let's see what it is. It's going to be a big call. Whatever it's called might change the outcome of this game for better or for worse for both teams. Quick makes his way over. It'll be a conversation at midfield. So down bird for retaliation, it looks like. Wait to see what the official call is. It's going to be offsetting, basically. They're both going to be in the box.
If you pick up the GB, that doesn't happen. And if you don't go one-handed,
Here comes the call.
that doesn't happen. So you know who's responsible for that, unfortunately? 7 unnecessary rough. And then we have White 97 with conduct 30 seconds. Those 30 seconds, the 30 seconds of the identical time is locked. Okay.
So both are locked time.
Oh, and White has.
Horname will have possession.
Simultaneous fouls, coach.
It'll be a simultaneous
Jeff
foul.
Bird, just play lacrosse. We want to win. We want to win, Jeff. Just play lacrosse.
You hear Mr. Rocco telling him just play lacrosse. Cam Ramsey going up to him, giving him some instructions, some
Winning
leadership from
is
your
fun.
underclassmen.
They're both 30 locked
Both
in.
are 30 seconds.
5:45.
At 5:45, they both return.
5:45.
Both are a man down. Hohenheim has possession.
Winning is fun.
Can we have some miracles? Anko takes it to the far side, has Dompeck near him, gives it to Phoenix Heygi. Heygi has been a big reason why Hohenheim has gotten this far. Rodriguez skies it after being hit. So the danger gotten rid of for the time being for the Rangers, but Hohenheim will keep possession. Rzuski gives to the near side to Norris. Less than 6 to go in regulation. Still tied at 3. Rodriguez, he'll make his move to the center, steps back, waits a minute. Rodriguez looking for numbers to get open. 5:45. 5:45 on the clock.
Nope. Doesn't have to be a whistle. No. Go. I thought it was a
Bird
whistle.
is released, and it'll be E-step. Makes the time is right to
need a
hit
whistle?
5:45.
I thought we needed a whistle. I didn't release him.
You didn't release him.
I didn't release either.
Blue had a 1-minute foul.
I thought they were both 30.
30 seconds of the identical time is locked. So he still had 30 seconds to go.
But I didn't tell him.
Okay.
He asked how long, and I said 5:45.
Okay.
He didn't know that.
Table. You understand what's happening? He has 30 seconds. We're not going to re-penalize for that.
He asked, and I told him the wrong time.
Okay.
Sorry.
So there we go. Quick is back in the box the next couple of seconds. There's a lot of confusion. We're going to explain what happened here. I saw the 5:45.
No. So he has 12 more seconds?
What happened was 5:45,
12
Lakewood
more
left. So I saw Lakewood leave and knew that our penalty was less. So I made sure I tapped Mr. Rocco, tell him it's 5:45. Bird released. Quick will not be penalized again, so a great call by the officials. Now here comes Hohenheim. Can now with 5:15.
Release.
Now we're releasing. We're back all to even on both sides. Can we score? Rodriguez. Bang! We do it again! Xavier Rodriguez! The missile! It's 4 unanswered! Lakewood can't believe it! The game has flipped on its head! Hohenheim leads with 5:10 to go! What a turnaround for the green and white! Rodriguez, a rough first half as rough first halves go. Turns it around, has 2. Heygi has 2. It's 4-3. That is one way to respond to the adversity that Hohenheim has felt throughout this whole entire game. And now 5:10 separates them from 2-0 and 1-1.
Just play lacrosse, Jeff. Just play lacrosse.
We had 2 bang calls on those goals, 2 big goals. And now Quick stumbles over Anko. It goes to Lakewood, whistle blows. And it goes to Hohenheim. They have a chance to mount him on. Ramsey checks out, E-step in. Without E-step's job to keep the ball in play on the first goal, this would never have happened. He might have to be a player of the game just for that impact alone. Rodriguez, he will take it back and wait a minute. Less than 5 to go in regulation. Rodriguez cuts right, looking for his hat trick. Rodriguez! There's a hat trick! Xavier Rodriguez has risen from the prison of penalties and has found the back of the net for 3 times in 1 half. It's a neighbor party, and this neighbor scoring party will not stop. Rodriguez the hat trick. Heygi the double. Miracles are happening. It's not over yet, but Holy Name leads by 2. What has happened? Have we gone back to last year's team, or is this team just this dang good? I've never seen anything like this. This is insanity. Holy Name has risen from the penalty box and has survived for now. Loose ball goes to the Rangers. It's 5 unanswered. They need some kind of spark. Whistle blows and a hit. It goes back to Holy Name. The momentum has switched. The momentum has switched. A 2-goal Holy Name advantage. Who would have thought this just 15 minutes ago? Bird to check in for Unco. Here comes the Holy Name offense once again. 4:30 to go in regulation. Heygi behind the net will take it. Goes Rodriguez, who has turned his day around and then some. Gavin, pressure the ball! Rodriguez just going to sit in the corner and wait. He doesn't need to be pressured. He's pressured. He goes. He sprints. He's looking for his 4th. He stays balanced. The shot. He is hit. It goes away. Rzuski tipped. And now the ball goes out of play. Holy Name will scoop it up. Rzuski, whistle blows. 4:08 to go in regulation. Heygi will take. Rodriguez will go over to help his fellow star. He goes to the left side near the fans. Here comes Heygi, plays it in. Nice run being made by Norris. No good. Bird bounces wide of the goalkeeper, Mathos, and it goes the opposite way as Ramsey set to check in as Eastep sprints off with his linebacker speed. Dompeck also checks out for the Rangers, and in comes Lewis Quick. Bringing down the center of the field is Malinsky. They need to score quick if they want to get back into this game. A game that they seemingly had won just 5 minutes ago. Fagley being pressured by Rzuski. Plays it back over the head of Walker. Quick the shot, and it goes wide right of the goalkeeper, Peter Rose. And it will stay Ranger ball. 3:23 left to go in regulation. It is getting this much closer to being a Holy Name win. Right down. Fagley looking for help, being flushed by Margosian. Gets it back. Central it goes to McCulloch. Lakewood needs a quick shot. Bird find the pressure with a shot. A nice save by Rose. The putback also no good. Maybe a 3rd save will have to happen. He does get the 3rd save. Rose once again holds up on the defensive and keeps Holy Name up by 2. It goes back to the Rangers. Here they come once again. 2:55 on the clock. The long shot, and it goes behind. Tipped away by Peter Rose with 2:45 to go on the clock. Fagley will take it up. Whistle blows. Here come the Rangers once again. Fagley goes back central. Run being made by McCulloch. McCulloch goes to Quick. Quick cuts right on Rzuski. The shot goes well right, and it will stay with the Rangers. They're slowly but surely running out of time. Bailey plays it up to Davis, who has 2. Davis cutting left, being forced away by Walker. Nice shot by Leyland Walker to keep his composure. Burns. Burns looking for help, bounces it away to Fagley. Fagley being hit around, being flushed back, goes Central. McCulloch, the shot. Bounces around, almost in. Walker to the last defense. It bounces around. Davis gonna get a piece. Walker holds up, goes to the ground. Lakewood another chance. Davis scoops it up. It's a long possession. Can Lakewood make something happen? He loses it. Walker frees it. Walker fighting for it. Scoops it away, and he frees it. Plays it back. It goes to Norris on the ground. Quick boxing out. It's being flung like a hockey stick, and it goes to Peter Rose with less than 2 to go. Here comes Bird on the sprint. Norris out. Ramsey out. Eastep in. Farrell in. Here we go. Can they get 6? And a timeout call by Holy Name. Coach Peter wants to talk it over. With a minute and a half to go, and the cheers of the Holy Name crowd. It is a minute and 35 seconds away from being reality. Down 3 and making the comeback. We'll take our final timeout and back on in a minute. 1:35 left to go in regulation. It's Lakewood down by 2 after they're led by as many as 3. If you're just tuning in, I'm Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening at a chilly Holy Name High School on the Wednesday before Easter, also known as Spy Wednesday. Whistle blows immediately after we're back underway. And it goes the other way. So the minute 32, Lakewood, one last ditch after the whistle blows. Ramsey to check in. Whistle blows 1 second off the clock. Now some confusion. Peck will check out for the Rangers. Quick back in.
He blew it again. There we go.
Double blow, and now we're back a minute and a half, 90 seconds officially on the clock. Ball goes down and out of bounds. Where does it go? The point. It goes to Holy Name. Here we go. 90 seconds going to the ground on the far side is Holy Name. And a flag will fly. Heygi hits at the ground, and that might end the day of Donnie McCulloch. So Lakewood will be a man down as they try to amass 2 goals in the minute 20.
Let's go, Bernsey, let's go.
Yeah, 30 second for McCulloch for procedure. But still, nonetheless, a man of opportunity. This would be the official dagger if the dagger has not already been inserted.
Going in with 50 seconds, 50 seconds.
1:20 on the clock. Whistle blows, here we go. On the far side, it's Anko. Anko cuts in, being hit by a couple deep holes of the Rangers. It goes around and taken up the court here. Banger will get it. Has a tough ask to get past Eastep and does. Here come the Rangers sprinting as quick as they can.
1 minute, 1 minute.
Banger cuts back, a minute to go on the clock. Plays it up high, gets it to Malinsky. Malinsky cuts left. Malinsky being hit. Malinsky the shot, and a save by Peter Rose. A flag will fly, but another huge save by number 1.
1 second.
1 second left before he can go back in, so he'll go back in immediately, basically. Eastep checks out for Walker. There'll be a slash against Ramsey for 1 minute.
1 minute.
So Anko will now come in as a deep pull to hold down the fort. Him, Walker, Marjojan lead the defensive line to end things here. Yeah, Barrett, come. Barrett will check out as well. Barrett Dorsey, when he needed to be in, he did his job. Here we go, 50 seconds left to go. Release for the Rangers. Quick coming back in to the frame. He will have Malinsky running to his right now after being sent out of the penalty box. 40 seconds to go in regulation, gives it down low. Nice bit of work by East to get a piece of it. The danger not dispelled quite yet. Malky Davis takes it now. Davis launches a shot, hits off of Walker. I believe it also hit off of Anko as well. And it stays for the Rangers. 26 seconds until the game's over.
Lee Walker is hurting.
Leland Walker is going through the ringer right now. Quick, one last gasp effort, goes wide to Rose. It will stay with the Rangers. 20 seconds now remain. The Rangers still a man up. Can they find one? Walker the hit, goes down low. Rose holds up. It's in the netting. It might be done. 10 seconds left to go. He launches up. All you have to do is hold it. It goes out of bounds. 5 seconds to go. 5 seconds. It's over essentially. 3, 2, 1. Down 3-0 in the early stages of this game. Holy Name has come back from the ashes and has put 5 unanswered on the Rangers in the second half to win it 5-3. A hat trick from Xavier Rodriguez and a double from Phoenix Heygi. These are things of miracles for the green and white who have earned every bit of their win today. And without a shadow of a doubt, your player of the game brought to you by Keon Sports will have to go to Peter Rose, who had one heck of a clinic in goal. 3 goals allowed, but nonetheless, his ability to keep the ball on the net at crucial times won this game for Holy Name. And with the penalties from other guys, he deserves it. He is the reason Holy Name won this game and is now 2-0 on what's thought to be a rebuilding year and can now go and enjoy their holiday weekend. We'll be back on next week as Holy Name takes on Westlake in a boys baseball clash. To stay up to date on all the games we're covering, follow Holy Name's broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter. To stay up to date on all of Holy Name sports, follow Holy Name Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. And find subscribe here to Holy Name Athletics YouTube and put on push notifications and be notified when we go live. But with that, that'll do it from Holy Name High School. Holy Name, 5 goals unanswered, gets the job done. Thank you for spending your Wednesday evening with us. Have a good night, everyone. Stay safe and enjoy your holiday weekend. And go Namers.